we have the 4-hour price chart for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. So today's trading session has been quite interesting for many stocks in the market, but also for NIO as well. As we probably know, many major large cap technology stocks have fallen through the floor in recent trading sessions. Amazon.com had a significant price break lower. Tesla is trading under a huge amount of selling pressure. Nvidia is trading under a huge amount of selling pressure. These moves to the downside have been very extreme. For the most part, we can see here that while there has been some selling pressure in NIO, overall, these price movements have been relatively subdued. We have actually managed to find some support levels just below the $4 mark. And this did actually bring a somewhat reasonable closing price to this Friday trading session. So I will be moving down into the hourly price chart here so that we can get some specific price levels and develop some trading strategies here for the days and weeks ahead. So currently we can see that the most recent price low has fallen to levels of $3.93, which is a fairly significant move lower compared to what we were seeing previously. But this is somewhat limited in comparison to what has been seen in some of the mega cap stocks. The amount of market cap that has been lost with some of these companies over the last few days and definitely over the last few weeks has been enormous. I mean, and that's an understatement. There's a huge amount of money that has been leaving the market over the past several weeks, and these moves to the downside have only accelerated over the last few trading sessions. As I've discussed in prior videos, there have been some major earnings releases that were posted this week as well as last week. Overall, we saw 5 of the 7 Mag 7 stocks report quarterly earnings over the last 2 weeks. So this is a lot of earnings information that the market has to digest and process and understand. And so far, the results have been, immense rounds of selling pressure and stock price weakness. Overall, though, here, while we are seeing some of that, we're seeing relatively subdued price moves to the downside. I understand that this probably doesn't feel great for anybody that's long the stock. You never really want to see a price move lower, but all I can say is the good news here is that the moves here have been very minor in comparison to what has been seen in the rest of the market. So, really to expect NIO to be rapidly rising here and making tremendous gains in the face of all this broader market selling pressure does seem to be a bit unreasonable and unrealistic. So currently, as I said, we are dealing with current lows of $3.93. This does mean that we have broken through support levels, which were found at roughly $4.25, as well as this additional support zone that we were outlining here at $4.15. So we have broken through that additional psychological zone right around $4 per share. However, the bounce from here has been fairly impressive. This really does need to be said because many of these other Mag 7 stocks are still trading at their lows into the closing periods of the trading day. We can see here that the ultimate price high came in at $4.25. This does mean that prices were able to move back above this 20-period exponential moving average, and this is fairly significant because this does sort of put this prior support zone back into focus as an eventual resistance level. We did see a bit of a price failure here, with prices sort of dropping from this point. But as we can see here, now that this level has been tested, there is scope for additional tests here in the week ahead. It's not abnormal to see a bit of a slowdown in overall trading trajectories and trading volumes into the closing periods on Friday. So this does look like what we're seeing at the moment. More broadly speaking, and more long term, we do have to keep in mind that we're still dealing with this. Descending triangle pattern. Currently, we've tested it several times from the bottom, and it has looked on multiple occasions that we were breaking through this area. I mean, I can point to many areas here, which do suggest that this downtrend should be breaking here relatively soon. This did come into a bit of question here with these recent price movements lower. But now that we started to stabilize a bit here, we can see that the overall distance between current share prices and this descending downtrend line now are relatively minimal. As we head into next week, it's starting to look as though a break above this 445 mark would be enough again to break this downtrend line. I don't want to try to excite people with the break with an upside break of this downtrend line because we've already seen this happen multiple times. But what I'm saying here currently is that it will not take much to send prices back above this trend line, and the trend line itself continues to decline. So it's just going to become more and more easy for share prices to sort of head above this level. Currently, a simple retest of this prior resistance zone, which is found at 449, does look like it would be enough to break through to break through this downtrend line. So currently, it would only take a simple retest of the highs which came in during the July 31 trading session in order to once again, break through this downside technical signal. One other point that I would note here in the indicator reading, we can see that the indicator reading in the relative strength index does continue to move higher, and we have actually found some support in the trend line that is supporting the overall share price momentum. So as long as we can continue to maintain this upward trend trajectory in the relative strength index, this does open up scope here for a fairly significant move higher because we're still trading at roughly 37 in the RSI. The RSI goes from a scale of 0 to 100. Readings above 70 would be considered to be overbought, and we're only trading at 37 at the moment. So as long as we can see a bit of an upside reversal here and this trend momentum does continue in the positive direction, there is a lot of scope here for potential upside for share prices to move higher. And as I said previously, there really isn't much reason to believe that this downtrend line can continue as long as we are starting to see upward momentum readings in the relative strength index. So currently, all we're really looking for near term is a break of this 450 mark because this would once again break this downtrend line and hopefully remove this from the chart history completely. So here's the current market analysis for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.